And when you are raised by narcissistic parents, you're not expected to be your authentic self. Instead, you are expected to be a loyal, dedicated, devoted servant, yeah, who keeps serving the narcissistic parent till eternity. No questions asked, and that's it. And not expecting anything in return, is happy with the bare minimum, and that's it. Hey everyone, I hope everyone is doing good and taking good care of themselves. So today I'm going to talk about, various forms of abuse that narcissistic parents may train, their children to accept as normal. And before I get going, I would request you all to like, share, subscribe the channel, hit the notification bell so you guys are updated whenever we put out new content. So narcissistic parents are self-centered individuals. It's all about them. They lack empathy. They are never going to express, remorse, or they are going to take accountability for their action and behavior. They are never going to express gratitude, and all of this is because extreme sense of entitlement, lack of empathy, inability to self-reflect, yeah, extreme hunger and craving for attention, admiration. So it's all about them. They just don't care what you are going through or what they are putting you through. They just don't care about your feelings, your emotion. It's all about them. Yeah. And when you are raised by narcissistic parents, you're not expected to be your authentic self. Instead, you are expected to be a loyal, dedicated, devoted servant, yeah, who keeps serving the narcissistic parent till eternity. No questions asked, and that's it. And not expecting anything in return, is happy with the bare minimum, and that's it. Who never raises any questions, who never holds his or her narcissistic parents accountable for the mistreatment and abuse. It's pretty one way. You just tolerate, you keep serving them, and that's it. So narcissistic parents damage you at various levels. Narcissistic parents train you for more abuse, yeah, and this is because they don't let you develop a sense of self. They don't let you develop confidence, self-worth, self-esteem, self-respect. All of these things are alien in narcissistic families if you're raised by narcissistic parents. Yeah, so they are never going to let you grow into a healthy, unique, independent individual. They want you to be a emotionally crippled individual who's emotionally codependent on the narcissist. Yeah, they don't want you to be independent. They don't want you, to start a life of your own. They want strings attached. They want you to be dependent on them in some ways or the other, and leave the rest onto them. They know how to then manipulate you and extort things out of you. Yeah, so narcissistic parents are selfish, self-centered, and they are like those ruthless masters, yeah, slave owners. They just want the supply out of you anyhow. They just don't care that you are their own child. Yeah, they just don't care. They don't see you that way. Healthy parents see you as their children, someone whom they have brought in this world, someone towards whom they are responsible. They see things in a different way. But when we look at narcissistic parents, it's all about supply. It's all about their needs. That's it. Yeah, they are going to put you through anything to harvest and get whatever they want out of you. Now, coming to the different forms of abuse that these narcissistic parents, train you to accept as normal. I mean, there's a huge list, but I have, shortlisted a couple of them. The first one is that, your achievement only matters, if they make them look good. Yeah. Your achievement, is good, is valid, is of some importance and concern if it makes them look good. If it doesn't make them look good, I mean, your achievement is useless. Yeah, so your achievement is like a trophy for them if it reflects them as an amazing parent. If your achievement is not reflecting them as a good parent, you know it's useless. Yeah, so these narcissistic parents, they taught you that, your worth is tied to how useful you are to them. Yeah. I mean, because your achievement, if it's not reflecting them as a good parent, it's useless to them. So what this is teaching us is that, if we are useful to people, then, we are, worthy of their love and attention. If we are not useful to people, if we are of no use to them, we shouldn't expect love, respect, or any good thing from them. Yeah, we need to be useful in order to get love, affection, attention from the others. Yeah, so that's how things get distorted, and the credit goes to the narcissistic parent. The other form of abuse that narcissistic parents, train us, to accept as normal is that, saying sorry is for weak people. Yeah. So you learn that fixing everything was always your job. We are trained by our narcissistic parents to take all the blame. Yeah. And never expect them to, own up to anything. Yeah. We will take the blame. The mistake is, my part. The other form of abuse that narcissistic parents may train their children to accept as normal is that, saying sorry is for weak people. So you learn that fixing everything was always your job. And what this does is that it trains you to take all the blame. Yeah, never expecting your narcissistic parent to own up to anything. Yeah, I mean, the problem is with me. I need to do more. I need to fix this. I need to fix that. If there is a problem, I need to be the fixer and not expect, others to fix, and not expect my narcissistic parents to fix, even though they are the ones who's creating the problem. But still, I will take the blame. I will take the responsibility. Yeah, the problem is mine to fix. Yeah, and not my narcissistic parent. And we keep repeating the same pattern in our adult life. We, keep, taking care of, all the problems. Yeah, I'll fix this, I'll fix that. Yeah, and we never, share our problems. Yeah, because we, you know internalize all that blame since childhood, and we feel that, we are flawed, the problem is with us, and it's our sole duty to fix the problem. Yeah, and not seek any help, and not expect anybody else to, fix the problem. The other form of abuse that narcissistic parents may train their children to accept as normal is that, love means walking on eggshells. You learn that affection comes with strings attached. Yeah, they made you accept love that feels tense and uncertain. Yeah, because, they distort the way how you perceive things, they distort the way how you process and see things. Yeah, so I mean, in reality, love makes you feel safe. Love calms you. Love, makes you feel good. Love heals you. Love helps you grow, evolve. Love gives you confidence. Love, boosts your self-esteem, self-worth. Love, protects you. Love empowers you. Love gives you room and space to be your vulnerable self. Yeah, a safe space to be your vulnerable self. But when you are raised by narcissistic parent, things are distorted. You grow up believing that, love means walking on eggshells. Love means, tension and uncertainty. Yeah, because, that's, the kind of experience that we are experiencing since childhood. Yeah, that's what, our parents are exposing us to. I mean, narcissistic parents exposing us. So we tend to develop a distorted, understanding, of love. We think that love is strings attached, love is conditional, love is like walking on eggshells, love is uncertain, love is tension, love is unpredictability. Whereas in love is, a safe space, love is, calmness, love is peace, love is predictability. Yeah, love is being certain, love is, feeling good, feeling empowered, and not in doubt and confusion. Love adds clarity. Yeah. So, narcissistic parents, distort the way how we perceive things. And as a result of which, we keep suffering in our adult life. We keep attracting toxic individuals. We believe that love is, like walking on eggshell. Love has, a great deal of confusion. Love has a lot of uncertainty. Love is not safe. Love is not peaceful. Love means, walking on eggshell. Love means that I need to do more and more and more, and I need to keep proving. So, a lot of things are distorted when you are raised by narcissistic parents. They set you up for more abuse, in your adulthood. Yeah, it doesn't stop, in the family. They train you and groom you so that you are abused by everyone in this world. Yeah, and then they will come as a rescuer. They don't, equip you. They don't train you. They don't, teach you the life skills. They just teach you the skills that makes you an obedient, loyal servant who keeps serving them, no questions asked. The other form of abuse that narcissistic parents may train their children to accept as normal is that, your opinions are disrespectful. So keep your mouth shut. Don't share your opinion, feedback, or suggestions. Keep it to yourself because it's disrespectful. I'm not asking. I mean, as a parent, narcissistic parent, I'm not asking. And you should just keep your mouth shut. And what this does is that, this trains us to stay quiet. Yeah, because then it's safe. Let me be quiet. Let me keep my mouth shut. If they are not asking me, let me just, keep it to myself. Yeah, because if I share, they will see it as a threat. If I share, it is going to hurt them. Yeah, it's going to infuriate them. If I share, any feedback or any opinion or suggestion, it's, something which they have not asked. And if I'm sharing, then there will be conflict. They are going to make my life hell. They are going to punish me. Yeah, they are going to hurt me. So the best thing is, let me keep my mouth shut in order to stay safe. Yeah, so narcissistic parents, literally silence you. They train you to suffer in silence. And, we keep, repeating the same thing in our adult life. We just keep things to ourselves. We don't share because, we fear that if I share this, if I share my opinion or suggestion, it might not be entertained, and, people might feel offended and they might hurt me in return. So the best thing is to avoid the conflict. The best thing to keep myself safe is to suffer in silence, to keep my mouth shut, even though I have a great idea, even though I have a great suggestion, that I can make regarding a situation, but let me just be quiet. Yeah, and all of this is rooted in the childhood. Yeah, that's how we were trained. We were trained to suffer in silence. We were trained to keep our mouths shut because every time we tried, sharing a suggestion or feedback or opinion, it was not entertained. It was seen as disrespect. Yeah, and we learned that, my opinion, suggestion, and feedback should just be to myself because others might also perceive it as disrespectful. The other form of abuse that narcissistic parents may train their children to accept as normal is that privacy is selfish. Everything about you belongs to them. Yeah, and you learn to let them into every part of your life, even when it hurts, even when you see that they are hurting you, your partner, your children, yeah, your friends, but still, you have no control, you have no say. Yeah, so they groom you, they train you to believe that having privacy, demanding privacy, is being selfish, mean, and ungrateful. And as a result of which, in our adult life, we are like an open book. We keep over explaining, we keep oversharing things, even though if it is not needed, even though if it, puts us at risk, we still keep sharing because we, believe that, if I withhold something, if I withhold some information, if I, demand privacy and space, I'll be seen as selfish. Yeah, all of it is rooted in the childhood. That's how we were trained and conditioned and brainwashed by our selfish and narcissistic parents. So in adult life also we feel that privacy is selfish, and when there's no privacy, when there's no boundary, people will come, hurt you, they'll treat you like shit, and they'll leave you. Yeah, and we keep experiencing bad things because of our conditioning. Yeah, because privacy is selfish, boundary is selfish. Yeah, and all of it was implanted in our mind by a narcissistic parent. And the last form of abuse that narcissistic parents may train their children to accept as normal is that, respect means fear. And, you learn that keeping quiet was better than being honest. Yeah. So, these, pathetic and painful narcissistic parents, are all about respect. They crave a lot of respect and honor. And, even though they are not worthy of any respect, even though they are not worthy of any honor or, good treatment, but still they expect the entire world to, bow down to them. They want the entire world, their family, to eulogize them. They want, their children to bow down to them. And, they want their children to, keep respecting them even though they are being abusive, toxic, and, they are exploiting them. I mean, the parents are exploiting the children. They expect their kids to suffer in silence. They expect their kids to, remain silent, be quiet, and keep respecting them. Yeah. So, what they train us is that respect is equal to fear. Yeah. They don't, train us that, respect is something that needs to be earned. Respect is not, equal to fear. Yeah. Healthy parents are going to teach you that, respect is earned. Respect people if they are respectful towards you. In a narcissistic family, they, train you that respect means to be afraid of them. Respect is equal to fear. So if you, respect your narcissistic parent, that means you need to be afraid of them. Yeah. And, that's how they train you and groom you. They, create drama, they hurt you, they abuse you, they gaslight you. Things are chaotic, unpredictable, and dramatic in narcissistic families. And as a result of which, we learn that, respect is fear. Yeah. We are afraid of them. And if we are afraid of them, means we respect them. So we start withholding things. We stop sharing things. We stop sharing, how we feel about things. We start hiding things from them. Yeah. And this is basically to keep ourselves safe. Because if we are going to express, if we are going to, you know, tell them what we are feeling, if we are, going to be honest with them, that is going to hurt them and they will perceive it as disrespect. Yeah. And then they are going to hurt us, they are going to abuse us, they are going to, antagonize us. Yeah. They're going to withhold love and affection, silent treatment. They are going to summon their flying monkeys and do all sorts of nasty things with us. So, as a result of which, we learn that, respect means to be afraid of them. Respect means fear. Yeah. So, in order to maintain peace, in order to be safe, we prefer keeping quiet rather than being honest, because every time we tried being honest, we were not treated right. Yeah. We felt miserable. They made sure that they mistreated us, they abused us, they punished us, they antagonized us. And we learned that, the best thing is keep my mouth shut. Let me not be honest. Let me just, say what they want to hear. Let me just give them what they want and not give them the honest suggestion, advice. Yeah. And, we learned this because, we started believing that, being respectful means to be afraid of our parent. Yeah. They used to, physically, beat us. They used to swear at us. They used to, antagonize us. They used to withhold love and affection. They used to threaten us. And all of it is basically to instill fear inside of us. Yeah. I mean, these actions, these, bad things that they are doing with us, is it going to, instill respect in us towards them? I don't think so. It's simply going to instill fear in us. Yeah. We are scared of them. So in narcissistic families, respect means fear. You need to be afraid of them. Yeah. Keep things to yourself. Just give them what they want. And, keep your advice, suggestion, opinion to your own self. Yeah, because all of that is something which they don't want. If you're going to give them, they're going to screw you royally. Yeah. So, as a result of which, we keep suffering in our adult life. Sometimes, we have a brilliant idea, or we see that, something wrong is happening, and, our suggestion might help, our opinion, our feedback might help. But, we, stop ourselves, from sharing all of that. Because, since childhood, we are trained to keep things to ourselves. Yeah, I mean, if we are sharing our opinion, if we are sharing our feedback, it's considered disrespectful. Yeah, so as a result of which, in our adult life also, we start keeping things to ourselves, even though we know that, something wrong is happening. My suggestion, my feedback might be helpful, but still we, stop ourselves. We don't share. Yeah, we are silent. We, choose to be silent. Yeah, because we don't want to hurt the other person. The other person might perceive it as disrespectful. The other person might, perceive it as, unsolicited advice. So, at times, we see things happening and we, keep quiet. And, all of it is rooted to the childhood. Yeah, all of it is rooted in our childhood. Yeah, the way how we are trained, conditioned, and groomed by our narcissistic parents. So in narcissistic household, I mean, respect means fear. Respect means you are afraid of them. Yeah, you're shivering, you are just scared of them. That means you respect them. Yeah, respect is not, mutual. Respect is not about, honoring your opinion, honoring their opinion, and, having empathy. And it's absolutely okay to have your differences, but still you can sit on the table and have a healthy conversation, have a healthy relationship. Those things don't exist in narcissistic families. Narcissistic parents train you to believe that respect is equal to fear. And as a result of which, we start doing the same thing with our family. We start, replicating all the toxic things that our narcissistic parents put us through with our child. Yeah. Because, we have a distorted sense of understanding. We have, distorted, understanding, regarding various things. We don't understand love the way it is. We have a distorted understanding of love. We have distorted understanding of, boundary. We have distorted understanding of, respect. And, as a result of which, we keep, doing the same toxic thing, with our family members. Yeah, the family that we make, thinking that this is the right way, whereas in that's absolutely toxic. Yeah, we start hitting our child, we start threatening our child, we start doing all sorts of nasty things, you know because that's how our parents, trained us to respect them. So we start replicating the same thing. I mean, broken individuals, dysfunctional individuals, narcissistic individuals, they keep repeating the same thing. Yeah, because they feel that this is the way. Yeah, in order to, make my child respect me, I need to instill fear inside of my child. I need to make my child afraid of me. Yeah, and that's how my child is going to respect me. Yeah, love is not going to make my child respect me. But I mean, in a healthy setup, things are different. So, these are, the various, forms of abuse that narcissistic parents, train us to, accept as normal. In case if you would like to add in something, you can always comment below. Till then, take care of yourself. Lots of love and blessings to all of you. Bye.